Sort of an amazing confluence of people support this amendment. Former President Obama, his administration worked to encourage states to do away with the certificate of need. Former President Trump and his administration agreed that states should do away with the certificate of need. If there's an issue where you can have President Obama and President Trump in agreement on something, that tells you the idea probably has some merit, right? And to the best of my knowledge, the only entities in this state or in this country that oppose repealing the certificate of need are hospitals. And that is because the certificate of need erects barriers to competition. It allows them to operate as cartels. It allows them to charge patients higher prices. It restricts access to much-needed health care. If you came here to represent patients and consumers, you are for this amendment. If you came here to represent large hospital networks, you are against this amendment. I came here to represent patients, to do what I could to lower costs and expand access. And I hope you will join me in supporting this amendment, which will increase access to health care and in so doing lower costs to patients.
I do want competition, and I do want reasonable.
Senator, I think it is an absolutely unavoidable conclusion to reach that the existence of the certificate of need is substantially responsible for the creation of the oligopoly that currently controls our healthcare market. I'll give you an example.
Sure.
This would be one example. Well, let me give you two examples. So 2 hospital systems operating in York County fought a 30-year legal battle to the other senator from Richland's point, where the only people who benefited were the attorneys. And they fought each other back and forth for 30 years over who was allowed to build a hospital. And in the meantime, that was 30 years of people in York County not having a hospital that would otherwise have been there. Second,
they were denied care is what you're saying.
They were denied care. And then I got an email from a constituent over the summer who was attempting to build an ambulatory care center, outpatient facility, and he asked me if I could try to help him navigate the DHEC bureaucracy to get a CO in so he could serve his patients. And I think that is absolute nonsense that this physician who is trying to take care of his patients has to go hat in hand begging the government to invest in a new healthcare facility to care for the people he's already serving. This is a system, a process that injures patients and supports fat profit margins at hospitals, and it has to go, right? You're not going to amend it in subcommittee. You're not going to finesse it this way or that. And to the extent that a certificate of need bill is finessed, I guarantee you it's not going to be finessed in favor of patients. It will only be finessed in favor of hospitals. And that's what we got to get away from. I did not come here to represent the interests of hospitals. I came here to represent the interest of patients. And if we can get a bill on the floor without subjecting it to the army of lobbyists that will descend on this place who represent hospitals, I think that better serves the patients.